Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, baseball from the big city, the house that Ruth built. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Yankees. Just about to get underway. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And we are underway. Not even close there. Ball 2.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Fastball is outside. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Shohei on the go. Bunts it straight back to the mound. To first, one out in the top of the first. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. No. And that is foul. Runner on to third. One gone. Should be extra bases. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tagging from third. In from third is the tying run. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Oh.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. In for a strike. Good slider. Grisham sprinting for this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. We go to the bottom of the first, and taking the ball for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do you got on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Trent Grisham, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Right through there. Got him. And there's one down. Here comes Aaron Judge. Swings and misses. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Digging in, Ben Rice.
Oh.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Swings over the top of that one. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
That one just missing inside, and the count is filled up. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Top of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Nope, outside.
Fastball for a strike. Cut on and miss, struck him out. One gone here. So digging in, Andy Pajes.
Ball one. Right.
Outside. And that's through there for a strike. And the count now even up. That one missed. Got him swinging.
Batting setter, third baseman, Max Muncy.
2 outs, base is empty. Muncy digs in.
Ball.
They seem to be struggling reading these breaking pitches. They're landing for strikes, so if they can start to track those pitches sooner out of the hand, they'll have a chance to drive a few.
Going to count 1-2.
Ball.
It's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Teoscar Hernandez in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Fastball for a strike.
That's a ball.
And a strike on the outside edge.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And that'll do it. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
This one in the air, center field. Pajes takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-2. Stays alive. Got him swinging for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Chisholm Jr.
And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
No, that's a ball.
Cuts and misses. It's a strike. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hesung Kim.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball, inside.
Feels like the fastball is catching them off guard at times. They've watched several go by for strikes, and they're still not attacking them for some reason.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 3. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And it gets by him. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That's in there. Strike 1. Runner takes off. Pitch misses.
High leg kick.
Throw. Save. That pitch clips the outside corner. 1-2. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In there. He's safe.
Well, that's the kind of moment that you have to produce a very productive at bat. And at worst case scenario, you move.
Shohei on the go. There's a ball. No throw. Safe at second. That's in there, and it's 1-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. No one can get there. It falls in. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. And they take a 3-run lead. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. The tag, and he's out trying for 3. Here's all right, just about ready for baseball. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
And that's how we get started here in Los Angeles.
That's a ball.
That
That's ball
one
three.
misses. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Misses again, 5 in a row. Shohei on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Drops it at second, and everybody's safe. Wow. Ohtani leads off second with nobody out. Check on the runner. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Now back to second. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Uh-oh, throw goes to second. Not even close there. 3-1 now.
Two walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Mookie on the move. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That ball got it.
Batting fourth, catcher Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 6 straight outside the strike zone. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Bases juiced, no outs. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded, and I'll say that was a good patient at bat to draw the walk, and you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
Freddie Freeman in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That clips the corner.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
The 2-1. That one missed.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. All loaded up. Here's Max Muncy. And the sweeper is off the plate. Bases juiced, no outs. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. So bases all loaded up. Teoscar Hernandez getting ready. Another miss, 8 straight outside the strike zone.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
That misses the zone. 3-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
In there at the knees. And the count's full.
Oh, they've been able to score 4 runs off it.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And that is a big first out. Now here is Hesung Kim. And that's in there for strike 1. Inside, almost got him.
That's in. Ball 2.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one finds the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That got him. And that's going to force in a run.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Here's Ohtani. And a strike in there.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Ball 4, he's walked in a run.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
I never liked them. To your public safety brief, I never listened. To your blackmail of likes, I ignore them. Your curated playlist, I always hated what you like.
Coming up on the first pitch, Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Hitter, number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
And we are underway. Comes up empty.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Here's Betts. Yamamoto, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Will Smith to the plate. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. Strike two.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every fifth day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the seventh inning or later.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Coors Field, and on the hill for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. What do you have on him? Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
Aye.
Fastball for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Struck him out swinging. The high heat too much on that one. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate.
Nope. That's inside.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. That's a strike. Betts hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. Strike three, and that's two in a row. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Aye.
Yeah, there's the strike.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Smith gets it to first, and Tucker is retired, and that'll do it. New inning getting started. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. And he starts off the second with a double.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Teoscar Hernandez in the box now. Takes strike one. Comes up empty.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Bunts it in the air. Takes it in for the out. So now with one away and a man at second, Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Check on the runner. Freeman back on a dive. Swing and a miss.
Oh, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. That one to first. Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Denver, bottom of the inning, Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Inside ball.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
That one finds the zone. That's strike two. into the outfield base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Hey!
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Center fielder.
One out man at first. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes.
Ball inside.
That one in triple digits.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Nope,
Really good
inside,
take,
ball
especially
two.
with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Good eye right there.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Runner on the go. Betts slings to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And now it's Max Muncy. Big time power.
Max Muncy.
Close but called a ball. And that is ball 1.
Well, no need to go
outside.
right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Hey!
There's a strike, and it's 2-1. Fastball
Hey!
for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The Dodgers with a chance to score first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. Well, here we go. Top
Leading off
of
for
the
the
third,
Dodgers,
scoreless
center
game.
fielder, Andy Pajes.
Right side. Whips it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Hesung
Batting
Kim
right,
steps to the
second
plate for the
baseman,
Dodgers.
Hesung.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. Got him. And that's 4 strikeouts. Back to the
Next
top
for
of the Dodgers order.
the
Here's
designated
Shohei
hitter,
Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Yamamoto sends him packing. Back here at Coors Field, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Ball.
That one's in there. That is strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. stays alive. And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
The 1-0. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Pajes on the move. Brings it in. Here comes the throw.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Ohtani batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Now it's Mookie Betts. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time. Back here in Denver, start of the 4th, Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Crushed, left center field. This one's deep, forget it. A solo shot. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings through it for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here is Freddie Freeman. Doubled in his first AB. On the ground. And it gets by him.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Hernandez swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Puts a bunt down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Just barely able to beat that one out. Man, he was giving it his all, getting down the line right there.
Throw to second, safe. Here's Kyle Tucker. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Strike 2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Max Muncy at the dish. Grounded out his first time up. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure.
Throw on to Freeman. They limit the damage here. Back here at Coors Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. The batter now will be Will Smith. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. That misses. And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Takes it in for the out. Andy Pajas getting ready to hit. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a foul ball. Smith off of first with 2 away.
Ball 2.
Pajas, long run into the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajas. Foul ball there. 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. 1 away here in the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Hye-Sung Kim. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Check swing, and he went 0-2. Popped up, and that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's Ohtani, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That's his ninth. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Fought off foul.
Off the plate, ball one.
And a count 1-2.
That's a really good take.
Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here!
Looking for me. Just look up in the sky on them clear black nights. You see me? Scorpio child, it was written in the stars. I will be the one with 900,000 bars. Take rap there and back and right back there. Over and again, this is so not fair. You gotta show those we don't fear. You gotta arm me, well pardon me, I'm not scared. Out my way, I'm getting a piece of paper out there. You in denial if you think I'm not top tier. You just a dirty. I'm a dirty New Yorker who love to crack. Over your head, I'm over their heads. I'm over being angry and just focus the bread. Magnify my brand, larger than life. That's how we living, like I'm fresh from 1,000 nights. In that prison box, hot pot, 5-minute rice. Then I'm Germany, baiting, tossing it.
Gemini child, it was written in the stars. Born God body, you are looking at a God. Went to A&D, mad P, phones mob. The rest history, you know we took it mad far. Rap dude, travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the matrix, a black Neo. Got real, had to pack torpedo. No break bread with your own people. Made peace with it that I couldn't change. And took responsibility instead of passing blame. Anything less lame. Sit your $5 down for it, make change. Got sharper with the aim. With a product you can trust. And on anything I put my name. Mark for life in that symphony. Never switched up, even though I'm on that different.
Hey yo, 32 bar scribes, tablets imprinted with mean darts. You can see the verse come alive. I'm a gel like petroleum, bigger diamonds, Nairobi and truck jury. Waving woo flags at the podium, harvest the freshest grains. I modeled the best bangers and wallows out of 4 main. Blasting stylistics, dinosaur rings. My tongue spit fire, get scorched from the flames at your favorite rapping show with backstage passes. Jump out, aiming with ball buckle masses. If the price is right, I'm to life. Head cracked so many times and head cracked up. Pull up the monkeys, sick honey badgers and gorillas. Executive suite meetings, we polying with the disco ball spins and alligator villas. New Year's 4 million, it's falling out the ceiling.
Hey, yo, Pico green, fatigues on some cream. It's like the 90s beat the dream. Leather pants, Stan Smith, some blings. 850 a rag on it, we kings. Ran every project, they know us, the glow's up. Slang came out of apartments. The gift mark, my word worth the solar. Never a myth, rhymes hit harder than a crowbar. Similar to Ozark, all in it. D-boys, the soldiers then lieutenants. Generals, the flow wash, you white thugs in minutes. Some of y'all lost limbs from mines, no repentance. All winners we mitten. Heat club, where's your mittens? Mine, they grumpy, get funky like chitlins. Siblings, the streets is horrid, tomorrow we strengthen. Let's get it together, just us, one amendment.
Yeah. Either you with or you against. Is you a simp or you stand on 10? Time to separate the mice from the men. Revive it again, make me ask you again. Either you with or you against. Is you a simp or you stand on 10? Time to separate the mice from the men. Revive it again, make me ask you again.
Seaver Way. Welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ready for baseball here in New York. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And we're underway from Queens. Not close with that one. Ball 2.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That one misses, and now 3-0. Right through there for a strike. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0. Here's Mookie now. Here's your 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That one back there. And that one is off the wall. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Now around third, waving him home. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run. Here's Kyle Tucker. Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play. And up to the plate is Will Smith. That's a hit. Around first, heading for 2. Around second now, going for 3. He's not stopping. On his way home. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run. Now it's Freddie Freeman. He always seems to have a smile on his face when we get a chance to talk with him, Chris. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Freddie Freeman bops one out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0. One down. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead It's 5-zip. Muncy digs in.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
That one's back. And it is out of here. 4 home runs in the first inning. And they add to their lead. It's 6-0. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. And that one hops the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. Passes third. He wants it all. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. Now around second, going for third. He's not stopping. On his way home. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani now at the plate. This one smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. And now the 0-1. Swings through that high fastball. That one inside. Look out.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. 0 for 1 so far. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
King Tuck goes down on strike. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And a big swing and a miss. Got him swinging. Here's Mookie Betts at the plate now. He's one of the few players in baseball history to win the MVP and World Series in the same season.
Yeah, that 2018 Red Sox season was special.
And so was 2024 for Mookie and the Dodgers. Just like that Boston team, LA won the World Series with the MVP on their roster. Instead of Mookie, though, it was Shohei who claimed the double. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Freeman under it. And that is that. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith. Base hit. And a good start to the inning. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings through it for the K. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 out man at first. Teoscar Hernandez will hit next.
Ball.
Just missed.
Ball.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. Next offering misses. 3-1. On the inside corner for a strike. Smith over at first with 1 away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Here comes Max Muncy. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at-bat. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. There's the strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball when the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Andy Pajes digs in now. That's in for a strike, a slider.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
That clips the corner. 2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's the 0-2. Liner, and this could be trouble. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they extend their lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Man on second, 2 down. Pitch is in there. It's 2-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
He's in there. He's safe.
Three-2 now. Set down on strikes. Back here at Citi Field. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Paul Gervais.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
On the ground at first. Freeman takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Check swing. He went. Strike 1. Hernandez tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. The 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Kyle Tucker. Swing and a miss. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Out number 3. New inning getting started. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
The 1-1.
That's the ball.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Inside, just missed. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone. And
Shohei on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Oops, throw goes to third.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Should be extra bases. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Tucker in the box now. Takes strike one.
Ball.
Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Man at second. Hernandez gets under it. Takes it in for the out. Stepping in, Will Smith. Swing and a miss.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
First base is yours.
Two aboard, two outs. Freddie Freeman, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Queens, set for the bottom of the third, Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
They're struggling to recognize the slider, especially when it's running off the plate. That's a tough pitch to hit, but trying to make hard contact out of the zone makes it nearly impossible. Hopefully they find a better groove swinging at those pitches.
And down on strikes. And there's one down. So up next, Andy Pajes. And that one hammered. Hernandez drop step going back. It has the distance gone. That one barely got out of here. One down. And now Ha-Seong Kim. Check swing went around. Strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
That's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Stays alive. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Struck him out without a swing. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Ohtani stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Shohei Ohtani with a star scraper. Second home run of the inning for him. Two down, nobody on. Strike two. Swings through it, and that's back here at Citi Field. On to the fourth. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Nope, that's low.
That one found hard the other way. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. Another homer is. Second home run of the game. Now on the bump, Edgardo Henriquez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Strike two. And that one up and in. Look out.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up. Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's one away. Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. Henriquez throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. Swings through that one for strike two.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A solo shot. It's their second home run of the inning. Now at the plate, Ha-Seong Kim. On the ground. What a stop. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out. So back to the top of the order. Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 63, Kyle Hurst.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Check swing, didn't go. The count now 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. There's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. And the
Do I have to wait for you, honey, before a girl like me can move?
And on the mound now, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do you have on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
All right, ready to get underway. Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. And we're underway in Denver. Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Second, third baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Now the number 2 hitter, Miguel Vargas. Oh, great stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in the long ball threat, Munetaka Murakami.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Check swing went around. That is strike 2. Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound in this one, Davis Martin. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Shohei Ohtani leading things off and takes a strike. That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Here's Mookie Betts. Right through there for a strike. In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Ball, that's inside.
Vargas gets it to first, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Kyle Tucker. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Oh, that misses, and now it's even 1-1.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. King Tuck goes down on strikes. Back here at Coors Field, new inning getting started. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. And a big swing and a miss. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Second baseman, Chase Mydroff.
So up next for Chicago, Chase Mydroff. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Sets him down looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Andrew Benintendi steps up.
That's out.
No score here in the second. And now it's even up.
Nope. Hey, 2.
2 down, nobody on. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith.
Ball 1.
Fastball for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Spits the plate. Now 1-2.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out.
Batting fifth, first.
And here's Freddie Freeman.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0.
Ball in.
Just missed. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
1 out, man at first. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Strike 2. Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. stays alive. Vargas. One at second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Just missed. Muncy measures 5 feet 10 inches, 215 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Just missed.
Inside.
Hernandez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's in for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the K. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back here in Denver, on to the 3rd inning. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-1.
Aye.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And up next for Chicago, Edgar Caro. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Here's the rookie right fielder. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Top of the 3rd, no score. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2 now. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Smith gets it to first. That ends the inning. Back here at Coors Field as we go to the last of the 3rd. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Hey!
There's a strike. Oh, 0-2 now. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And up next for Los Angeles, Haesung Kim. In there for strike one. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. See? And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Trying to move him over here. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Here's Ohtani. Struck out swinging his first time. And that is out of play. Pitch out, but no action. The Dodgers looking to strike first here in the last half of the third. And now 1-2. That one missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Here comes a 3-2. And this one looks like trouble. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. Here's Mookie to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. No throw, safe at second. Pages on third. Kim over at second with one down.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Two on, one out. Not close with that one, and the count is even 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And there's two down. So here's Kyle Tucker now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Fouls away the first offering. Ripped into the gap, and both runs could score. One runs in. Another comes in to score. And they lead by 2. It's a 2-run double, and they have the lead. So runner at second, 2 down. And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's 0 for 1. Move to second, safe at second, and he gets back in.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Man at second. Vargas. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Sam Antonacci. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
You know, these White Sox just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. So digging in, Miguel Vargas. Grounded out his first time up.
Outside, that's a ball.
The White Sox yet to pick up a hit here. To the right side, Kim. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for
2
Chicago,
outs, base is empty.
baseman,
And up next for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami. Check swing. He went. That's strike 1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Caught him looking for the K. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Ready.
Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, ready to go here. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's how we get started here in Los Angeles. Sheehan in his third season, 26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2021. Strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Tied him up on a fastball inside. Here's Mookie Betts. And there's a strike. Just underway, crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium. That one in there across the letters. This one in the air right field. And that is a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
That one a little bit high, and the count is 3-1. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. So a man at first, and up next for Los Angeles, Will Smith. That's a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea.
A swing and a miss. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Off the ball game tonight, designated hitter number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Back foot slider struck him out. Here's Mookie now. And he gets tied up right there. Ohtani, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Right back to him on the mound. Slings to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Comes up empty.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can.
That's strike 3. Top of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. On the inside corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a curve drops in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And the pitch a little bit low. Ball 1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Just missed. Second inning here, no score. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Max Muncy in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Andy Pajes in the box now. Takes strike one. That's in there. 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Ha-Seong Kim will hit next. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Runs it up to 96 to record the bottom of the inning. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Boog, that's cheddar, baby.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. On the ground. And that one handled. Over to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
Hacks and misses. Top of the zone for a called strike.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
There's a strike to Mookie.
They seem to be struggling reading these breaking pitches. They're landing for strikes, so if they can start to track those pitches sooner out of the hand, they'll have a chance to drive a few.
0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Kyle Tucker, the next to hit. And there's a foul ball. Gets him to chase after that one. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. And they'll do it again.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout.
You know, these Dodgers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Strike three. It's a strikeout for Ohtani.
Center fielder, Angie Pajes.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Second baseman.
And next, LA Hessa. Kim, corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. And first offering is fouled off. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike two. Swing and a miss. One down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Hernandez gets under it. Takes it in for the out. And now Teoscar Hernandez walked his first time.
Ball one.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Ball two.
The Dodgers still looking for their first hit in this one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying. And it is out of here. Swings through that high fastball. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Lifted in the air, right center field. Pajes should have this one. And that is that. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani now at the plate.
Shohei Ohtani.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And a foul ball. Late with the swing there.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Strike three, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Will Smith to the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout inning over.
Leading off for the Dodgers, center fielder Andy Pajes. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 60, Eduardo Henriquez.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Hernandez under it. Takes it in for the out. This one popped up, and a foul ball.
Ball.
In the air, right field. Tucker really on his horse for it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's some real power at the plate. Shohei Ohtani, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fastball almost got him there.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That one not close. And the count is even, 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Hard ground ball, base knock. Around first and hustling for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. Shohei on the go. Pitches low. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him. Mookie Betts down on strikes. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Struck out swinging his first time. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Got him swinging for the K. He's now struck out 8 in a row.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Fans another, and that's 9 straight strikeouts. At the plate, Kyle Tucker cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Struck him out. 10 straight strikeouts.
What a life. It's true that they underestimate you. My life is real. So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest. Wavy hair, mystique, up in his deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in an MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease, recipes, polo. He see us, I was just with G, just like Ryan E. Me and Preem, this history. Young ones, abuelas, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some gangsta. Who is there? They gon' say nah. Look at us now, De La Ma, Rick, Ghost, and Rick. Big up, Big L, Prodigy, True Goy, they live. Martyrs, if you will, a legend has a cartel. I'm on jets with giants, I'm Bill Parcell. PTSD, project trauma still dwells. Happiness gotta be in you, money can't help. So salute to the men that never hit the pin black. We got to the bread and still live to spin that. What a life. I'm a man, I'ma die about it. Feel the pain, but I'm not gonna cry.
Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Ready for baseball here in New York. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
And we're underway from Queens.
First pitch, one drop.
Just missed. Fastball in for a strike, 1-2.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective. Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Ball, that's down. Hey. That's a ball.
That one not close. Ball 3. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Great take
that's
right
off the
there.
plate.
Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
And that drops in for a strike. Man at first, one away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him swinging. Now 2 away.
Batting fourth, catcher, Will Smith.
Ball 1 low.
Down.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Betts off of first with 2 away. Swing and he breaks his bat. But that rolls foul. Here's a 1-2. Soto really on his horse for it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Queens. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do we need to know here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Late with the swing there. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Comebacker to the mound. Over to first, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone.
Third, left fielder, Juan Soto.
Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, no swing.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
And a big swing and a miss. Inside.
Ball. That's inside.
Ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws. That completes the strikeout, inning over. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Ball. Aye.
Fastball for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Inside, ball 1. Ball 2.
That missed by a lot. 3 balls, no strikes. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Two down. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Nope, that's down.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Yeah.
You're getting a taste right here of what Max Muncy does. Has a really good eye of the strike zone. Clips the corner and a full count now.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Back here at Citi Field, bottom half of inning number 2, number 9, getting ready to hit. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Ball 1.
Yamamoto sends him packing.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Brad Beatty.
And a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Now it's Marcus Semien. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Ball 1.
Struck him out looking. Back here in Queens, on to the 3rd inning. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Base knock center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Heston Hill.
Ball, that's low.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. No throw. He's in there safely. Bunts it towards the mound. Not in time. He's safe. So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here's Ohtani. Struck out swinging his first time. Quick move to first, and they almost caught him, but he's back in time. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Now the 0-1. And the sweeper is off the plate. The Dodgers with a chance to score first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In one ops off the wall, and both runs could score. The second run scores, and they take a 2-run lead. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
That one way inside. And it falls. And that's a 1-out single. Looking to extend the play now. Pushing for more, pushing his luck. Here's Kyle Tucker. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that.
Brings it in. Runner tags for home. In to score from third, and they lead by 2.
Nope. Ball 1.
Strike 2. And it drops in. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he beats it. He's safe.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off. Smith at second with 2 down. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Pitcher's doing a great job of keeping this lineup off balance early in the game. If he can keep that up, he's going to have a good outing out there.
What a stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Set for the bottom of the third. So now here's the Mets DH, M.J. Melendez. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
Oh, 2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next. Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3. Late on that fastball.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting ninth, catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets.
Hey!
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
This one in the air center field. Pajes has a beat on it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here at Citi Field, on to the 4th, Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
That misses. Ball 3. Beatty to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. That misses the zone. Ball 1. And it's fouled away.
Ball in.
Three-two now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here comes a 3-2. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Pajes, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Muncy leads off first with one away. And there's a foul ball.
That ball's foul.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Second baseman, S.
That one fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. Brings it in. And that is that. Back here in Queens, ready to go. Bottom four. Carson Benj up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Swings through that one for strike two. Got him! Ricky Holiday with the call. Way out front for strike two. The Dodgers leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Yamamoto with the strikeout. Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 1 so far.
Hey!
And a big swing and a miss.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Foul ball still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the strike. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Look out, almost got him upstairs.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Here's a 1-2. Soto takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Way upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Draws the walk there.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Tucker at the plate now, and that's strike 1.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
0-1 down. And a foul ball. Betts leads off first with 1 away. Simeon over to Bichette, and that's 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, number 9.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt.
That's out.
But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Foul ball there.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here is Marcus Simeon. His first at bat was a strikeout. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Strike 3, and now back here at Citi Field. All right. Go to the top half of new pitcher on now, Tobias Myers.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
Nope.
So with that fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling. And clearly there's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have.
And a 1-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Tied him up inside with that one.
Oh, 1.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout. And Nat back here in Queens. So now here's the Mets DH, MJ Melendez. And the first offering is not close. Foul ball. The 1-1.
That's a ball.
And that is out of play.
Now pitching for the
On the mound now, Eric
Number
Lauer.
56.
Bringing in the lefty
Eric
with the
Lauer.
left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman, Marciento.
Nope.
Check swing, but he went too far. And the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Freeman steps on the bag. Play is made, 2 out. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for New York, Luis Torrens. Swings through that one for strike 1. In the air, left field. Hernandez should have this one. And that is that. We go to the top of the 7th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. And that one hammered. And a foul ball. Stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman, Heston King.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
On the ground to first. Oh, look at the stop. The tag, and he's out. Back to the top of the order now. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Shohei Ohtani.
And he swings through that one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I would say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Carson Benj. He swings and fouls one off. Right through there for a strike. And that's a strikeout looking. Flip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3.
The shortstop. Bichette.
So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Edgardo Henriquez. He's into the game with the bases empty. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Check swing. He went. And it's 0-2. On the ground, right side. Kim. Handles, throws to first. 2 out. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. Soto at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. And a foul ball.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
2 down, nobody on. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Back here at Citi Field. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Betts chasing that time. Late with the swing there. Whips it across. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. The 0-2.
Nope, that's inside.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fastball almost got him there. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He flexes his power with that swing. 1 down. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fights it off. He'll see another. Simeon. And he beats it.
Safe.
That's a hit. Great try there. Two down. And now Teoscar Hernandez 0 for 3 in this one. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Teoscar Hernandez hits 1 out. It's their second home run of the inning.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Ball, that's out.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Struck him out swinging. Back here in Queens, and this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. Late on that fastball.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 0-2 now. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Cut on and missed at 101. And the count is 0-2. Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Check swing called strike. 0-2. Got him swinging. This game's a bit of a blowout, so you talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Sean Manaea on the pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 2.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. 1 down.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue. Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. Makes his way towards it. 2 away. So back to the top of the order. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Swings through that one out in front that time. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here in Queens, everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. Tough outs to get.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
And a swing and a miss there. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. One of their last chances to break up the no-no. Check swing called strike. 0-1. One down, base is empty here in the 9th. Swing and a miss.
Now pitching for the
To the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
They're down to their final out on the road. Don't have a hit today. Stepping in, Luis Torrens.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
The Mets down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, no-hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool about a combined no-hitter. What a great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.
Yeah, going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought I was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song. I'm just ad-libbing it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Yeah. Big poppin', I realize I'm the gift, so this year I ain't going Christmas shopping. I've been hearing ching off and the smooth slick Rick talking, burnt out. 50 million for the catalog I turned down. I'm making money every second, you should learn how. These puppies barking at a wolf, but I turn around, swinging like the first round. Even in the 12th, got myself rich, took the fan with me. Always the reality would turn into my fantasy. Want a chance with me, so she holler in the man city. Baby, no humanity, now you can't get it. Going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought I was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song. I'm just ad-libbing it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Let me talk to you. I ain't trying to do too much. I'm trying to stay tapped in. Yeah. Chasing you up, I don't need distractions, yeah. Connected, I'm obsessed with manifesting. The guest list, I'm only worried about my checklist. Probably spent 6 on my family's expenses. Money made the memory, so I do not regret. Feeling like I'm God's best investment. I don't got no time to pet it. Paris Fashion Week, they asking me if we can who the best is. What's the metric? Yes, it's me. Going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought I was the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song. I'm just ad-libbing it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much.
from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. About to get started here. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
Center fielder, number 15, O'Neal Cruz.
And we're underway in Denver.
7 o'clock.
Bunting, but that's a foul ball. 0-2 now. Got him. One away. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Fought off foul. Here's the 0-2. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double. One out. Runner at second. Ryan Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. And this one squirts away from the catcher. Loud up to third on the wild pitch. Loud stands at third with one gone in the inning. And now it's even up. That one at triple digits.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Late with the swing there. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That's in there.
Ball, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The kick, the 3-2. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Shohei on the go. Pitching for a strike. Go to second. Save. Runner at second. Nobody out. And down on strikes. And one gone. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Ball. Nope, that's down.
On the corner for a strike. And a count 2-1. Just missed.
Inside.
One out and a runner at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And that's in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot. tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. Right down to shoot, and the count's full.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Runners on the move. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. Back here in Denver, stepping in, Spencer Horwitz.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Pitch
ball,
misses.
that's inside.
And that's ball 1. Ohtani, a righty that throws with power. 31 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that skips in the dirt. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Ohtani, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Connor Griffin. No score here in the second.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Ball.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
No,
and save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of...
Runner takes off. Pitches low. Man, is he safe at second, and that was not close. Clips the corner. That is strike 2. Snap throw. Pitch out, but no action. But he's saved.
You know what I feel like, Boo? I mean, throwing it down to second base, like, honestly, there's only a couple of pitchers that...
Oh, that's a strikeout. Bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No score. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Strike 2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Another 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 1-2 now.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
1 down. Splits the plate. 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper. Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And now 2-2. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here comes that funky Muncie to the plate.
Hey!
Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
On the ground. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Back here at Coors Field, here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis. On the outside corner, and it's 0-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Fastball for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Puts a bunt down. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as the stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
The 0-2. Triple digits on that last pitch. Lau at the plate, doubled in his first AB. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a
3. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back here in Denver, bottom of the inning, Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
Hey! Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Outside with a breaking ball. And a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. That's outside.
That's out.
Ball 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. That's out number 2. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. As we go to the top of the 4th, leading off, Nick Gonzalez.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Tied him up on a fastball inside.
First baseman, Spencer Horwitz.
Ball 1.
Started after it, appeal to third. He did not go around. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll make it safely. That's a double. 1 out, runner at second. Marcell Ozuna, the next Pirate to hit. There's a strike. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Bunt attempt misses. Throw down, and he's out, and that wasn't close. Bunts it in the air, and that is that. Bottom 4, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Foul ball there. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Bat's hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. And Mookie takes. Got him swinging for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Late on that fastball.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Fouled off left side. Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. Will Smith to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that is out of play. Griffin. Slings it across, and he has thrown 4. Back here at Coors Field, here's the shortstop at the plate, Connor Griffin.
Ball.
Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt.
Hey!
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Freeman, and they tag him out. Bunts it towards the mound. Throw on to Freeman. Now 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Now he steps off. Nothing going on at first. Steps off and looks to first. And that's disengagement number 2.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover. Something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Bunted back towards the mound. In plenty of time to first. Out number 3. Back here in Denver, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for him to make.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. The relay pulls him to third safely with a triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch in your hand. Roll over. It was on the outside part of the
Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Gregory Soto.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swings through that.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had him eaten out of the park.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. One away with a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. Mangum gets under it. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Dodgers tie it up with a solo homer. Top of the 6th inning, and now it's Brandon Lau.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight. Well, triple digits on the gun.
Now pitching for the
Eric
Dodgers.
Lauer on a pitch out of the pen here.
Eric Lauer.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Up next for the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez.
Third baseman.
3-pitch strikeout
Gonzalez.
last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a ground ball. That ends the inning. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's outside.
And there's a
Inside,
ball.
ball 2.
Run that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Ball 1, no strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Betts, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that's
Ball,
way
that's
high.
too high.
And it's 1-2. Betts takes low. Gonzalez. That is the inning. Back here at Coors Field. And now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. Swings through that one out in front that time.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
The 0-2. Got him looking. One gone here. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Connor Griffin, the next Pirate to hit. Hard hit, right side. Inning over. Bottom of the 7th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Ball inside.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. But
oh, and a great stop over to first.
Hey.
And he's safe at first. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The Dodgers with the go-ahead run at first. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Nope.
That's a really good take.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
Here is Freddie Freeman. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. Just missed.
Outside.
Yohan Ramirez gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. And talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
That one in for a strike. 2-2. Gonzalez bounces it to first, but he digs it out of the inning. Back here in Denver. Edgardo Henriquez gets the call from the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Up next for the Pirates, catcher Henry Davis.
Puts a bunt down. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. O'Neal Cruz, the next to hit. The Dodgers trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Late with the swing there.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Struck him out. And we're back. Max Muncy at the dish. Foul ball. Ramirez, 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one not close. Ball 1. Carrying well. Grabs it right up against the wall. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Trying to move him over here. And a foul ball. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Got him swinging. 2 out. So back to the top of the order. Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani.
0-1.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-0. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
No, that's bad.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss. Back here at Coors Field, digging in, Brandon Lau. And he blows that one by him at 100. Late Trinan on the pitch here.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know the hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Late swing, foul to the left. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. Now only 1 out remaining. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, Nick Gonzalez. And he boots it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send it.
There goes the runner. Swinging a foul out of play. Here's a 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Pirates down to their final strike. Runner goes again. Got him, and that's the ball game.
As I sit in my b-boy stance with flip-flops and socks and sweatpants